Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cuts According to CD. So let's go to South Africa from the United States and go to Parliament. The president finally got rid of the Minister of Higher Education, Ms. Nkabane. Yeah, the one that chewed gum while she is being not a cross-examined, it's not called, when she was addressing Parliament regarding the sitters and the people that advise her on whom to be hired and whom to be part of a board. And most of these people that were being hired were members of the ANC or have links with the ANC. Like, hello, that's what they've been doing all along. That is why you are having people who are not supposed to be lecturers and HODs in universities and colleges because of these sort of appointments that were being done. And I still say there needs to be investigations regarding the foreign nationals that were hired over qualified South Africans. How much did they pay? What was the deal and all of that stuff? And I still believe the Hawks supposed to do that job. So now the minister or the former minister of higher education was fired today after she failed to appear in parliament twice. Clearly, she was running away. Clearly, she was running away. We remember about 2 weeks ago, she was supposed, not 2 weeks ago, last week. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. She was supposed to be headed to China for some kind of a convention, but the president stopped her from taking that flight, asked her to come back home. And so she had to cancel her flight to China. At first, we all thought, oh my goodness, is she going to be announced as one of the people to be fired by the president? Remember when the president last week, Monday, he took to the polls to talk that nonsense that he did. And we thought he was also going to include Kampane, but he didn't. And now, because of the pressure that has been put on the president by political parties to fire her, he subsequently did so. But whom did he replace her with? Yes, he replaced her with her Deputy Minister of Higher Education, Buti Manamela. Buti Manamela is now the Minister of Higher Education, and his deputy minister is the lady who was the Premier of KwaZulu Natal, Nomsa Dube. Is it what is Nomsa Dube? I know she got married to somebody. I forgot what that last name is, but because I've always known her as Nomsa Dube because she was my premier. So Nomsa Dube is the deputy minister of higher education. Both, by the way, are ANC. So there's no surprise there. And the question, once again, whenever I hear an ANC is deputizing or ANC is appointed as the minister of something, the question now is, what are you going to be protecting there? Whom are you going to be protecting in that position? So I hope they are going to respect the job because clearly the now former Minister of Higher Education didn't. She thought that government or her department was her spaza shop. And so people of South Africa held her accountable and they were calling for her resignation or the president fires her. So while the president has subsequently taken that decision to fire her, and she is no longer the Minister of Higher Education. And the audacity for her to be so rude to members of parliament when she was being held accountable and telling members of parliament to go and Google. Uh, is the higher education run by Google? That was very interesting to hear. While chewing gum, by the way, that is why she is called the Minister of Bubblegum, or the Bubblegum Minister of Higher Education. I think that's how she's called, the Bubblegum Minister of Higher Education. And she's chewing gum while she is being rude at the same time, and she was so entitled in that position. So she did say like sort of, I'm not even gonna read it or even care to read it. She thanked the president for the opportunity to serve as the Minister of Higher Education. And I'm like, yeah, on the whose higher education were you serving, ma'am? Because Our higher institutions of higher no wait, what am I trying to say? The institutions of higher learning in this country, it's late at night, so the English is depleting. The institutions of higher learning in this country, they are in a state of shame. They're in a state of concern. Yes, there are those universities that's still doing great, but when it comes to the colleges and if TVET colleges, oh my goodness gracious me, it is sad. It is sad what these people are doing. They don't take artisanry seriously. They don't take that part of the education system seriously. They only make the universities look very, very good and well taken care of and well funded. But when it comes to the colleges, it's a state of disaster. So it goes to show her heart as well. And she says she's grateful that she got to serve. I don't think the students um, agree with that statement at all. And so she further said that she is not going to stop in her contribution in serving the country. And we're like, well, no, no, ma'am. Thank you. No, we had enough of you. Thank you. We don't even want you to volunteer. Thank you. Don't even volunteer. You are incompetent, you are inept, and you do not know what you are doing. You are there for your friends and comrades, not for the people of South Africa. You made that loud and clear when you were in parliament refusing to be held accountable. So no, keep it to yourself. Thank you. Siyabonga Sisi, thank you. And so yeah, you can go ahead and serve the ANC, which is by the way falling apart, and it's at its last breath as we speak, because nobody's I don't think anybody's going to be voting the ANC as much as they used to, because y'all, the arrogance, this is the most arrogant minister I have ever seen, honestly speaking. And I'm not expecting any different from Puti Manamela, now the newly appointed Minister of Higher Education. I do not for 1 second believe that he is going to be any different unless he has learned a lesson that he's not in control. He's not in control. He's subject to accountability in parliament. And when parliamentarians or lawmakers are asking him a question, he better knows the answers and not tell them to go and Google. Like what on earth? When I watched it, I was like, I am not surprised. I am absolutely, and it was so interesting to hear how the officials at the Department of Higher Education, they had no idea, no clue on anything, and you're like, but this is your position. You're supposed to know these things. And then you look at these people and you're thinking they ought to be educated, aren't they? But the response, it was just out of order, out of order. But then again, what is it that is in order that is run by the ANC? Again, somebody please, maybe I'm missing something. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to come back and report to you that now the former minister, wait, let's put it the way South Africans are putting it. Now the bubblegum minister of higher education is no longer a minister of higher education. She's been fired by President Cyril Ramaphosa. And South Africans, I think they're kind of like celebrating that move. Yeah, and I will see you on another video a bit later. Goodbye.